Hey guys, Drew DeVree here at Freedom Fitness, my training gym, and today what we're going to do is go through a 20-minute cardio core workout. We're going freestyle on this workout, so there's really no set interval times. I'm going to run with an exercise for 15, 20, 30 seconds, switch to another one. We're doing some cardio, some core exercises, and up and down throughout the whole thing. So just follow along watching this and do as best as you can. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, but while I'm doing it and trying to explain things as much as I can, but you're going to need to try and just follow along and do everything. If you can't do something, just figure out what it is and just roll with the flow, okay? So here we go. We're going to do a quick warm-up, and by quick I mean 4.5 minutes of a warm-up. It's kind of an intense warm-up. It's got some intense moments, get your heart rate up. We're going to do 4.5 minutes and a 30-second break, 4.5 minutes and a 30-second break. We're doing that all the way up through 19 minutes, and then to finish off we're going to just do a 1-minute cool down, okay? So like I said, just do this, follow along as best as you can, and we'll just rock and roll. Okay, so we're going to start off just jogging in place. Stand on the balls of your feet as much as you can while you're doing this, trying to let your heels touch. Okay, now you're going to hit the deck for some just basic crunches here. And one thing you'll realize real quick is you're going to be getting up and down a lot. Part of this workout is just getting up and down off the floor, back and forth, from one exercise to the next. With these crunches, exhale up, inhale down, exhale, inhale. Exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. You want to leave your lower back on the ground as you're doing these. Just the shoulder blades are coming up and down. Okay, back up on your feet, jumping jacks. Of course, pretty much everything we're doing standing up, you'll be on the balls of your feet. So, easy on the heel, stay on the balls of your feet. Back down to the ground. Now you're doing the reverse crunch. You can just leave your arms at your sides, just picking your knees up over your body. You'll see me kind of roll my hips up off the ground as I do this. And then you can have your head laying back on the ground or up off the ground. Either way is perfectly fine. Okay. Now you can just do little butt kickers, bringing your heels up like this. Once again, stay on the balls of your feet. So far, we're 2 minutes into the workout. You should be feeling good right now. Okay, this time when we get back down on the ground, I'm gonna have you do a stretch. So you're gonna stretch out the quad, pull a leg back, like this. So you got one leg back along the side. You should be feeling it stretch here. If you want to get more out of it, you can lean back on your elbow. And then you can even raise this arm up over the top like this. When you raise your arm up over your body like this, it's going to stretch a little through your rib cage, your obliques. And a good stretch is held for about 20 to 30 seconds. So let's switch sides now. If you're feeling a good stretch on this, just leave it at that. If you want to get more out of it, lean back on your elbow. And this is kind of nice to work in multiple stages of the stretch. You start off up, and then as you feel it relax a little bit, get into it, lean back. And then to get the most out of it, reach up over the top for the last part of it. Okay, now let's stretch the glutes out. So you're going to cross a leg over the top, hug the knee in. So if your right knee is up, you're going to hug it with your left knee, the left arm into your chest, and then turn away from it. So if it's your right leg, turn right. I guess turn into it, that would be. And look behind you. And sit up straight and tall. If you slouch, you won't feel it as much. Sit up straight and tall. Turn it into the leg. Okay, switching sides. Hug the knee into your chest. Turn it into the leg, looking behind you. Should feel it right here in the glute. Okay. So we're hitting our 30 seconds of rest, and since we already started some stretches, I'm just going to keep going with those. I want you to stretch your hamstrings out now, so we're just going to have your legs straight and reach out in front of you. If you have a bad back, you should do this standing up with your foot propped up onto something, or you can even do it in a doorway. You can put your legs up like this or against a wall. So this is a good way to stretch your hamstrings too, but with the leg down, more like. Okay, so maybe just go with this one for now. It's the easiest way to do it, right? Okay, so major muscles in the lower body have been stretched. We'll get some more stretches as we keep going through this. So let's just pick up the pace a little bit here. Now you're going to do a narrow squat, jump out and do a wide squat. Narrow squat, wide squat, alternating between the two. Remember, this is freestyle, so these are just flowing. These are coming to me and they're coming to you as it feels right. Just working at it together. Good. Now down on the ground, you're going to run bicycle abs. Just like this. So opposite elbow and knee touch. Right elbow, left knee, left elbow, right knee. Back and forth. Good. Up on your feet. For this one, you're going to do lateral lunges. Side like this, together, other side and down. Notice now it's a big step, so this knee does not pass this foot as you go down. If you step too shallow, this knee goes across your foot. You don't want that. So big step down, this knee comes out to the foot and does not pass over the top of it. Well, it's over the top of it, but it doesn't go beyond it. Together and down. You should feel a little stretch in your groin on each side. And as you start to know how to do this one, go faster with it. There we go. Remember, take this all at your own pace. If you can't go as fast, don't go as fast. It's all right. Okay, back down to the ground. This one you're going to do a little leg raise with a hip thrust. So your arms are at a 45-degree angle, leg raise, hip thrust. Don't let your legs go over your body, like over your head like this. So your feet do not cross the headline straight up. Just like that, okay? Leg raise, hip thrust. If you have something to hold on to overhead, that helps you to get better at this. And if you can't really get your hips very far up off the ground, that's okay. Just do them nice and clean. You just don't want to have your feet going past your head. Okay, back up on the feet. All right, now we're doing split jacks. So, like opposite arm and leg forward and back. So this is called split jacks. Kind of looks like a funny Running Man kind of thing, huh? Good thing you're doing this at home because you kind of look funny. Do I? Do I look funny too? Okay, that's enough silliness. Back down for more abs. This time I want you to do a plank. And your elbows and toes. Okay, your elbows should be right below your shoulders. And a nice flat line between shoulders, hips, knees, and feet. Pull your belly button to your spine, protect your lower back. If you have to put your knees down to do this one, that's totally fine. Keep holding a little bit longer. Good. Back up on the feet. Okay, this time we're going to do an iso squat, calf raises. So you're going to hold a 90-degree bend to the knees. Just come up on your tiptoes. We're almost to our little 30-second break here. Keep going. Good. Okay. Now let's do a little ab stretch. So this is called the prone cobra. So lying down on the ground here like this, flat. Push back. If you can only go on your elbows and you feel it stretching your stomach and your back, this is good. Okay. If you need to get more out of it, put the hands down. Push up like this. Let your head go back. You should really feel a good stretch like this through your abs. If you feel a lot of pain in your back, go back down on your elbows and just relax into this stretch. Okay. Then have you relax back into the child's pose. Okay, on your feet. This is called crisscross. So right leg in front of left, back to straight, left leg in front of right, back to straight. Ready to go. Once again, stay in the balls of your feet. Keep going, keep going. Okay, down in the high plank, push-up position. You're going to do a windmill, so open up, point your right hand to the sky, nice straight line in your body, back down, go to the left side. And you really just need to pause for like a 1001, 1001. Hold it and switch. And this can also be done on your knees. If this is too hard, just do it on your knees. One more each side. Okay, up on your feet. All right, you ready to ski some moguls? Here we go, a little partially squatted position, just going side to side. Keep your feet the same distance apart. Just imagine like a broomstick right here. Just going side to side, over the broomstick. Try and get a nice little jump, you know, it's like, it doesn't have to be super high, but a couple inches off the floor. Pretend there's an actual stick there you're trying to jump over. Stay crouched as much as you can. Good. Okay, back down to the ground. So I call this one crossover crunch. So you're here, it's going to go to the kneecap, side to side. Kneecap, kneecap, reach, get that shoulder blade up off the ground on each side, back and forth. Really reach as far as you can each time. If you can palm your kneecap, that's great. Get all the way up as far as you can. Push your range of motion. Okay. 1 minute left and we'll get into a little break. All right, so now you're just gonna pretend like that broomstick's in front of you and you're going forward and back over it. So right, left, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, back, back. Remember, pick your feet up, pretend like you're stepping over that broomstick. Okay, change your lead foot. So if you're stepping first with your right foot, step first with the left foot now. Looking good, couple more seconds. Just work it out and we'll get into a stretch here, a little break. Come on, burn it up, forward and back. All right, great. How about we stretch out the calves this time? This is a pretty active stretch on the calves because you're doing it in kind of an A-frame here. So get your left heel down towards the ground, your right foot just behind it. You should feel stretching your calf here. If this is too hard for you, do it on a stair or anything where you can just get your heel elevated up. Switch sides now. You know how to stretch your calves on a stair, don't you? You know what I'm talking about? Letting your heel hang over the edge of the stair, stretching her down like this. So you can do that or any variation you can think of if this is too much for you. You can even just do this against the wall, you know. Just kind of push it against the wall. That works perfectly fine too. All right, okay, down on the ground for some core. All right, now, iso leg raise. Put your hands under your butt, legs straight up. You're gonna lower them down so that your feet are about 12 inches off the ground. Okay, your lower back is flat against the ground. That's why your hands are under your butt to hold your hips, your pelvis, so it doesn't rotate quite as easily, okay? Belly button is pulled in towards the spine, nice and tight. Don't let your back arch up. Don't let your stomach pooch out. Hold it in tight. If this is too hard, bring it up a little bit. It'll make it a little bit easier. And a little bit higher makes it even a little easier. Okay, so you find your intensity level that works for you. Keeping that lower back flat on the ground. And good. Okay. Up on your feet. All right, so this one now. Woo! You feeling good? I'm feeling good. So these are jumping jack squats. So squat, jumping jack, squat, jumping jack. Good. So it's a narrow stance squat. From the side, you can see that my hips go back. I sit into that squat. You got to sit into it. Okay, let's switch that up. You're going to do come into the I position, so you're low, wide, and up. Just like this. So your hands are out. It's almost like a defensive position for basketball with both hands down. Anyone who's ever played volleyball knows this is a good ready position as well on defense. Cool. Okay. More core on the ground. We're going to hit the obliques this time. We're going to do a double whammy on these bad boys. So what you're going to do is hold a side plank for 20 seconds. Well, let's make it 15, I feel, because we're going to go right into some crunches. We have a little gas in the tank here. Ready? Okay, lay on the back side of your hip, not on your hip bone. So you can see here, just kind of roll the hips back, side crunches. Keep crunching. You want to feel it right here. That's why my hand is here, so you can feel it. If your right hip is up, your right hand's behind the head. Okay, now we're going to switch and do side plank on the other side. Once again, about 15 seconds on this side. Keep holding. Okay, now get your crunches. We're going to a little rest break after this. This is the cool down coming up right after this one. Keep crunching. Good. Okay, for your cool down. They call this the warrior pose. So you're going to step in. This knee is going to be above your foot. This leg stays pretty straight here. And you're going to raise your arms up and just kind of stretch down into it. For all you yogis out there, if I'm not doing this perfectly, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But this is about exactly what you're supposed to do. Close enough. Switch and hit the other side. Okay, this knee's above the foot. Back leg straight back. Leg is pretty straight. Bring the arms up. Should feel there's a good stretch in a lot of good places. Through the lats, the stomach. Definitely in your hip flexor on this side and the quad here. Keep holding, almost done. This is the last thing you're holding, then you're done. Make it pretty. Okay. Woohoo! So that's it. That's your 20-minute cardio core freestyle workout here at Freedom Fitness. So do that every single day, and you'll feel great, you'll live longer, you'll look better. Everything in your life is going to turn up roses. All right, keep moving. Drew DeVree, Freedom Fitness.